games where it was just hard to get anything going, and you could see frustrations emerge.
And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters.
Here's the starting group for Kansas City. West is out there with Dwayne Wade. Then it's Kemp. Then it's Russell. And it's Pierce in at the small forward. Now here's Jordan. Parker outside. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I spoke with Kansas City's head coach. He's looking for his guys to put up a terrific performance tonight, especially at the defensive end. He said, we want to use our length and athleticism to protect the rim and make it hard for shooters to get clean looks. This is the first meeting of the season between these two. Guys, we'll see how it comes out.
Thank you, David. Obviously, they feel that's the strategy that will earn them the W.
And Kevin, when you're disruptive defensively, especially early on, that can help change the complexion of the rest of the game.
Exactly. I mean, because you're creating turnovers, getting into transition, playing in the open court against a defense that's not set, and hopefully getting some easy points at the other end.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, when you watch MJ, Michael Jordan, the championship mentality is obvious. He gives his team everything he has to win games, and then some.
Now here's West. Chamberlain trying to get open, and it's Griffin with the rebound. The pass to Parker. He dishes it to Jordan. Back to Parker. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Albuquerque. Now, here's Wade. Wade sets the pick for Mary. Russell trying to free himself up, and Kansas City misses again. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Albuquerque.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
Yeah, and I think they just seem to be a page behind, a step slower out there all game.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish.
And first time out for the game called here for the Knights.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Some changes for Albuquerque. Joakim Noah's checked in for Chamberlain. Havlicek comes in for Mullen. And Chauncey Billups is subbed in for Jordan. Richmond, he's checked in for Kansas City. Kyle Lowry comes in for West. Now here's Richmond. Marion with it. Three-pointer. Lowry trains the three-pointer.
And those reflexes never let Lowry down. He was primed for that shot.
Now, here is Irving. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, That one goes in.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Richmond outside. From deep three-point range, the shot missing. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Albuquerque leads by 5. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that in come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. You know, if you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
On the court for the Knights, Pierce is out there with Divac. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Marion. And it's West in at the point guard. Now here's Marion. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Pass to Noah. Now here's Jordan, defended by Divac. A fadeaway off the left rim and out. Kansas City trails by 3. Outside Pierce. Back to West over Irving. And there's West. That good on the assist by Pierce. West has got his first points of the night.
Yeah, and even with that hand in his face, West leans back a little bit, just creating enough space to get the shot off.
Outside Jordan. It's blocked. Outside Pierce. Chamberlain with the block.
Man, what a well-coordinated athlete at his size. And to add that superior timing, hard to get shots over Wilt Chamberlain.
And that one's good by Noah.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Time called here. Kansas City decides to talk it over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Big group substitution here for Albuquerque. Griffin's checked in for Noah. Havlicek comes in for Mullen. Goodrich, he's checked in for Jordan. And Chauncey Billups is subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Here is Kemp. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Johnson, the pass to Richmond. Outside Kemp. Kemp a screen on Griffin. Just 5 to shoot. Outside for Richmond. From downtown. Back to Lowry. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. Chamberlain with the block. Here's Goodrich. That's tipped. Richmond against Goodrich. From past the arc. Rebound by Albuquerque. Here's Griffin. Driving inside. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Albuquerque out in front, up by 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of well for Albuquerque. Kenny, give us your take.
Well, it's easy to see why they've been the better team offensively. They've been...
That about wraps it up. Time now.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Look at Tony Parker. What a contribution.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Mullen is out there with Griffin. Then there's Chamberlain. Then it's Jordan. And it's Parker in at the point. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle, right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. And for Kansas City, they've got Dwayne Wade. Russell is out there with Kemp. Then there's West. And it's Pierce in at the 3, the small forward.
And what strength there by Parker. Be able to take the hit and still drain the shot in the process. He is just a remarkable athlete with tremendous finishing ability.
Looking at who's out there now for Albuquerque. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Chamberlain, and Irving subbed in for Mullen. The Knights also changing it up. Lottie Divot's checked in for Russell, and it's Marion in for Kemp. Free throw no good for Parker.
Yeah, and Parker just puts so much pressure on your defense with his speed, and he's made a living out of doing that.
Here's the feed to Pierce. Over Parker. Nice move. And another shot. Divot's trying to free himself up. That's in, and the Albuquerque lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Paul Pierce.
Pierce always been great at just getting into the heart of the defense. Feels real comfortable when he's in attack mode around the rim.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Wade outside. Back to West. To the inside. A reverse. No good from Wade.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
There's 57 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, on the drive, Irvin probably anticipates the foul there or even expects it. He's too sharp to let it surprise him.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one falls for Irving.
Boy, what a journey it's been for Irving. An all-star, a champion. He's played on the U.S. national team and even did a little acting along the way.
Looking at who's out there now for Albuquerque. Havlicek comes in for Jordan. And Chauncey Billups is subbed in for Tony Parker. The Knights also changing it up. Johnson, he's checked in for Pierce. Richmond comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Kyle Lowry in for West.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Pass to Marion. Divas trying to free himself up.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Out of bounds, the Knights now with possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And Albuquerque making a change here. Goodrich is checked in. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And here's Richmond. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. There's 21 seconds left in the third. Rebound by Albuquerque.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Down low. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Boy, I like how Chauncey Billups looks to share the ball. He's a sturdy point guard with a great feel for when his guys are open.
And so it's Albuquerque ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for Albuquerque, we've got Chamberlain. Tony Parker is out there with Goodrich. Then there's Griffin, and it's Jordan in at the 3 slot. Parker outside, passes it to Chamberlain. Feeds to Jordan. Over West. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist by Chamberlain.
You know, Jordan is an accomplished scorer inside. I mean, feels like he can get whatever shot he wants on the block.
Here's Wade. Fresh 14 for the Knights. 10th. Great D that time from Griffin.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And there it is for him. Jordan's got the lead up to 10 now for Albuquerque.
Got to give Jordan credit there. I mean, he's got a knack for making tough shots in the paint.
Goodrich against Wade. 18 feet out and right on target. Good. There's 1:47 left in the game. Albuquerque leading by 8. Parker outside. Beyond the arc. No good that time. And Kansas City will go the other way with it. And stolen by Jordan. That one goes. Count it.
An effective score from the in-between area of the court. Jordan doing his thing.
1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Wade can't hit. And Albuquerque with the possession. Now Goodrich.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Mullins checked in for Goodrich. Kansas City trails by 10. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Wade with it. Chamberlain picks him up. They're whistled for a blocking foul, and he'll head to the line.
And the confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own. A dynamite two-guard who is also a clutch performer.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Albuquerque?
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on it.
And Wade drops them both. And so here's Albuquerque. 51 seconds left in the fourth. Jordan against Pierce. It's tipped. The pass to West. Deflects the pass. Wade gets the bucket.
And you got to like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
And now we've got the intentional foul. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of two is good. That makes it a 7-point lead. And the Knights call time here. They trail by 7. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
Well, it's not looking good for them. We both can agree to that, can't we? I mean, it's got to be a quick bucket, a quick foul, and see what happens after that.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Blake Griffin.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Outside for Jordan. Pass to Griffin. And here is Mullen. And so Albuquerque takes the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For